to be the last of it processed, and there we go. Alright, Megaboy, come on. Oh my god. My creation worked. Megaboy.
Who am I?
Ah, yes, you do work. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you to carry on the project.
Wow,
Yeah, I created you to carry on making reviews and videos because I'm way too old, man. I've gotten old and brittle. I just want to retire because it's been decades of just videos and I need to retire now. It's just been too long.
why can't you review? You look young to me.
You're very nice. Yeah, Botox. Started working in 2019. All the people before that, I feel bad for them, but it worked on me. I stayed young forever.
How do I pick a game, and do you have any advice?
Yes. Oh, do not take 5 weeks to make a video, and if you take 5 weeks to make 2 different videos, like 5 weeks for one, 5 weeks for another, do not make a joke about it twice. Like, do not make a joke about it twice. Trust me, that will just come off as amateur and stupid.
As if. So how exactly do I go about picking a game to review?
Honestly, I would just pick a random game. I actually installed a game bank in your head of every game that was ever made. How about you try out looking up SNES RPGs?
It's worth a shot.
Chrono Trigger. How's Chrono Trigger sound? Ha! Please, Chrono Trigger. No. You need to do a good game. You know, an actual good game. Anything else you can come up with?
Mega Man 2. How's Mega Man 2 sound?
That's it. Get to work and show me the review after you're done.
Alright.
Good luck, man. I have a unique experience with Mega Man. See, the way most people first experienced Mega Man was back in the 80s and 90s with the Mega Man and Mega Man X series hitting popularity that would make even a certain plumber jealous. Others found Mega Man via the internet, through videos, or through New Smash Brothers. For me, it was neither of these. Back in 2008, 9, or 10, I still can't put my finger on which year it was, my sister got an iPod Touch. And honestly, this was something I had never heard of, and I never imagined a device such as that, and it therefore blew my mind. Imagine not knowing the existence of Apple Touchscreen or cell phones that weren't flips and didn't have keypads, and all of a sudden, just seeing it before your eyes. It wasn't long before I tried all sorts of methods to earn cash to get an iPod Touch, and soon, I did get one. I got it right before a big road trip, so I was told by my parents to load up on as many free apps as I could, and I took it upon myself to look in the gaming section, and I saw it, Mega Man 2. I honestly can't remember if I had at that point heard of the Mega Man name before or just took a gamble on a cool looking character, but I got the game and played it for hours and hours. It was a game that I thoroughly enjoyed, and it was one of the first 2D platformers other than the Mario series that I really enjoyed and liked a lot. The game sat on my iPod Touch for years, never leaving its space, and was played quite a bit. Well, that is until I locked myself out of my iPod for 48 years. If I haven't restored it yet, I won't restore it now! Hashtag, there's still hope! In the year 20XX, a man named Dr. Light built the world's first super robot. Regaled as a genius, Light and his assistant Dr. Wily decided to build more robots that take on daily activities. Soon, Wily became jealous of Dr. Light's fame and fortune and turned all but one of these super robots against Dr. Light. The robot that was left out volunteered himself to become a fighting robot to fight off the threat of these robot masters. Once modifications were complete, he was dubbed Megaman and set out to defeat the 6 robot masters that threatened the peace of Earth. Soon after defeating these robot masters, a runaway Dr. Wily built a super fortress along with 8 new robot masters made for the sole purpose of destroying Mega Man. Now, Mega Man has to fight 8 brand new robot masters that are stronger, faster, and better than the ones he had previously beaten. Will he succeed, or will the world be plunged into the evil tyrannical role of Dr. Wily? It all relies on you. Mega Man 2's story is really simple, and it doesn't need to be anything more than that, even what I just said is a spruced up version of the story to make it sound better. I was a little annoyed at this on my first playthrough. There was such a lack of dialogue and story that I would often find myself confused as to what was going on, but now that I realize what the game is and what it's going for, the story is honestly just fine for what this Mega Man entry is. It's a platformer, first and foremost, and that's what it delivers to you. The story is just the way it gets you to play it. It's not bad, it's not great, the story is simply what it needs to be. Megaman's gameplay is masterfully crafted. He controls perfectly, not too fast, not too slow. Should you die, it's always your fault, and not a flaw in the game's design. Now, I know you've probably heard this stuff already, but Mega Man games consist of a tactic to make sure you never lose off guard. Almost always it will show you a threat you'll be facing in the future of a level, and the threat will be out on display and out of reach, so that when you come to face it in your future, you will always be prepared. Or if you didn't pay attention, you would pay. The game is quite easy once you figure out the rock, paper, scissors-esque system to beat the bosses, but if you can't figure it out, the boss fights will be more difficult to beat. The game is pretty short as well. I was able to stream it for around 2 hours and beat the whole game, and while the gameplay is great and there's good replayability, don't expect it to be a long experience. The bosses are, as well, some of the greatest ideas and most original concepts that have ever been in the history of mankind.
Is it hot in here? Or is it just me? Oh my god! Ah! Mi obliga! Siesta calmando! Pew 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 pew! Oh my god, what am I doing with my life?
Come on, Roy. Just do it for the video. Roy, just do it.
Megaman was released on the NES, and it looks amazing. I mean, think about how limited the color palette was for the NES. Yet, Mega Man 2 is able to pull off these amazing visuals that are simple and complex at the same time. Mega Man looks simple himself, and so do the enemies, and this allows backgrounds to be more visually enhanced. The designs are pretty cool as well. The robot masters, for the most part, look cool, though I always found Woodman and Heatman to be a little uninspired and boring looking. Every now and then, Mega Man would glitch out and disappear for a few seconds, or his enemies would, but this glitch doesn't happen too much to say it screwed up my gameplay at all. The musical tracks in this game are all gold. I mean, they're instant classics that stuck with us for years and years. Dr. Wily's castle theme, Flashman stage, Woodman stage, and the introduction theme song, and many more tracks that were cleverly composed and used the limitations of the NES to its advantage and created a rock and roll vibe that had never before been seen. And the music does indeed hold up to this day.
Mega Man 2 is one of those games that, in the middle of playing it, you feel like you're in the presence of one of gaming's greatest and classics. It is a classic in and of itself. There's no other way to describe it. It's got great music, great gameplay, intuitive design that makes the game want you to make it play it more, if that makes any sense. But there is 1 or 2 areas where it lacks, as in presentation and gameplay. Now, the gameplay section, I only mean Wily's Castle, because to me, I feel like Wily's Castle was fluff to fill in the game even more, not like actual intuitive designs. Like all the boss stages, like Airman stage, Woodman stage, Heatman stage, those all felt great to play and made me want to keep playing. But once I got to Wily's stage, I felt like it was fluff, as I said earlier, to keep the game bigger and more challenging, I guess. And I felt that was a little necessary. They could have gone straight to the Wily boss fight. And also the visuals, while they looked great for its time, you can't deny that they look a little lackluster nowadays. Taking that all into consideration, Mega Man is still one of the platforming genre's greatest games of all time, and should be remembered as such, because it gets an 8 out of 10, and if you're a platforming fan at all, go get this game immediately. If you're not a big platforming guy, I'd say you should play it at least once in your life. I wouldn't be in any rush though. Thank you all so much for watching. I had a great time doing this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Goodbye. So, what'd you think? Honestly, I think you're gonna make a great replacement, man. I'm just gonna miss this channel. I mean, I've been with this channel for so long. Use it well, okay? And remember that taking suggestions, critiques, even hate, and applying them to your videos in a good way is one of the best things you can do. Taking suggestions, listening to your viewers, interacting. And remember that if your video is watched by even just a single soul, that your job has been done, because you've managed to make them enjoy a video that you created. You've managed to get them to laugh, to learn something along the way. You've taught them something about the game. And that's what it's all about, to make videos. Godspeed, Megaboy. Godspeed. Now I gotta go. My flight to Pluto is not gonna stay for me. Good luck.
I want to thank you so much for watching my Mega Man 2 review, and I want to apologize for a kind of delay. I never promised what day it would be out. In my mind it was going to come out 2 weeks after Minish. It's been 3 now. Hopefully still that's not too long to wait. Thank you so much for watching. Now I will say, as fair warning, I do think that this might be one of the last videos prior to Fire Emblem Month, which is in July, so that's going to be a long wait for you guys. But trust me, Fire Emblem Month is going to be an amazing month. It's going to be a video every week for 4 weeks, and possibly a 5th, depending on where I want to go with it. I still have a lot of decisions to make for it. I'm trying to make it this high quality live action thing, but if it's not that, then just know that's because of editing or film limitations, and my computer is just not really doing the best that it can right now. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. I'd love to have you stick around and check out Fire Emblem Month, which is coming soon. And don't forget to hit that like button. That actually really does help. It shows me that you guys are liking what's been going on for our reviews lately, and I hope you're enjoying the change of tone, to a more comedic tone. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Have a fantastic week. Goodbye.
He's a boy, he's a robot, in a game with no plot. It's awesome, where they broke out of prison. It's his mission, fighting crime in the masters with his blaster. He is Megaboy, now sit back and enjoy the show. He'll review if he has to, and upload onto YouTube. It's his jam, kinda looks like Dave Matthews without his band. If you run, he will catch you, that's for certain. He is Megaboy, now sit back and enjoy. He has a path and code so honed, he must choose to obey. His Mega Buster glows bright white and shows his foes the way to their graves. When the future needs him most, he grabs his hat and goes to fight his foes. And everybody knows about his many clones. Once in a blue moon, he'll hop on YouTube and hit upload, but he gets offended by constructs like cute anime girls. He has a path and code so honed, he must choose to obey. His Mega Buster glows bright white and shows his foes the way to their graves. You better believe in him, because he will save the day and make Wily pay. Cybernetic like Zen, he still falls down. Here comes the tears.
The nostalgia!